I don't want to have to make this video. Now, no, this is not a shitty apology for a channel that you guys don't know anything about, and it's not me saying that I'm retiring my YouTube channel that I haven't even started yet. Um, I'm pissed, and I'm really pissed, and I know a lot of you guys are really, really, really pissed as well. I think we're all pretty much on the same page right now. So, for those of you that didn't know, Rockstar launched GTA Trilogy, the definitive edition, which, by the way, that's a long ass name. But basically, they remastered GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, and GTA Vice City, and they put it all in one game, and they charge you $60 for it, even though most of us already own the older games on something like Steam or uh, I don't know if Good Old Games ever had it, but basically, most of us either own the older games or have played them in one way or another. If we didn't own them on PC, we own them on consoles, etc. Um, but yeah, they decided to remaster them, and a lot of people didn't care. A lot of people thought it was going to be a mobile port, just ported over to the PC, which they were kind of half right because they used like a third-party mobile game developer to develop the game or like to remaster it, which seems kind of ridiculous considering that it's supposed to be like their big old remaster and they couldn't even be bothered to do it themselves. But whatever. Um, Yeah, so a lot of us were looking forward to it. A lot of people weren't as well. They thought it was just gonna be some other like crapshoot from Rockstar that they didn't give a shit about, like Red Dead Online. I was one of the people that was really looking forward to it. I tend to play most Rockstar games releases, whether it's a game or like an online add-on, whatever. I haven't played the last couple GTA Online things because I kind of fell out of love with GTA Online, but I used to, and I used to play them pretty religiously. I'd spend hours every time a new big update came out. I'd be sitting either on my PS4 or on my computer, and I'd be playing and grinding for hours to try to further, into that DLC. Anyways, without getting sidetracked, they remastered these games and they released them. They released them, I believe, to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, um, PC, and I think the PS4 and Xbox One as well. Though I'm not sure. I should probably have looked that up. All right, yeah, I just looked it up. PS4 and Xbox One as well as it says the Nintendo Switch. Although that's kind of hard to believe considering the GTA almost never releases on Nintendo products, but whatever. Anyways, they decided to release this game, and they were gonna do it November 11th, which is 2 days ago, almost three, right? Because it's almost midnight here, so we're pretty much 3 days ago. And now I, like a lot of other people that I know that play video games, have a full day job, right? I don't get the um privilege of having streaming as my main job. I don't make videos for a living. I have a day job, and then I come home and I stream for fun, and I make videos and play video games for fun on my own time, right? Um, and so I was working my 40 hours this week, more than 40 hours actually, because it was a pretty busy week. And I just really wanted to get home and play the GTA Definitive Edition. Now, I play mostly on PC, right? I have PS4 and Xbox One. Me and my girl each have Switches. My girl has her own PS4. So we have consoles in our house. There's no shortage of consoles here. We don't have the next gen ones, but that's because my girl's going to upgrade to a PC eventually. So we feel pretty set where we're at. So I could have bought it on any system, but of course I'm gonna try to buy it on the PC because it's where I spend most of my time here in my office with my fucking pop Funkos, as you can see back there. Um, yeah, this is where I spend most of my time. So I wanted to buy it for the PC, and so I get home after working my 11, 12 hour day, and I sit down at my computer and I open Rockstar Launcher, and I can't connect to the internet, and I'm like, what the hell? So I think maybe I messed something up. Rockstar, because I had to re-download the Rockstar launcher. I got a new SSD recently because my old one died, and I hadn't really installed any Rockstar games on my new SSD and stuff. So the launcher wasn't even installed. Um, so I was like, man, maybe I installed something wrong or the path got mixed up or something. So I go online and I spend like a good half hour, like just looking into different fixes. I downloaded a specific VPN because I thought maybe the VPN I use isn't working because that's one of the fixes. I went through and deleted the Rockstar Games folder files. I did the whole shit. The whole shabazz basically. And after doing all that, finally I was like, it's still not working. I restarted my computer, everything, right? Thank God I only spent like half an hour doing it. Um, and I'm like, you know what? This is dumb. Let me check if the server's offline. Which I thought, like, most of the time, I would maybe do that first, but I thought there's no way that their server's down on a launch day. Like, it'd be ridiculous, right? So I go online and I Google it, and sure enough, Rockstar services are down, but they're only down for PC, right? It's only their launcher. And I'm like, okay, well, no problem. I mean, it sucks, right? That's ridiculous enough, but it's all right. Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe they're getting DDoS. So I look more into it, and it on their Twitter, which I will show here, um, they say that they're down for maintenance, not DDoS, not oh we got hacked, nothing. No, we're down for maintenance. Now, I understand if like they don't want to seem bad to invest, or they don't want to seem stupid, for lack of a better word, to investors, be like, oh yeah, we got DDoS and we don't know how to handle it. um and so that's why they say that instead of just saying that they got DDoS or something else. Now I don't know for sure, right? I can't know for sure if they got DDoS, or if it was their servers getting attacked or whatever, or maybe overloaded by everyone downloading it, but that's what they said, right? Well, that's fine. You would think maybe 1 or 2 hours would go by, maybe three, four, whatever. So I thought, okay, it must have been down for like an hour or so, because I've seen people streaming it earlier, and I saw people um talking about it and stuff online while I was at work on my lunch break and stuff. When I looked at my phone, I was like, damn, people are actually playing it. It's out. I'm pumped. I'm ready. And again, I wasn't one of those people that was like, "Oh, this game's gonna suck," or "Oh, this game's gonna be a rip off." I thought, "Oh, this game is gonna be fun," so I was really looking forward to fucking getting the game. But I don't pre-order anything. I learned that lesson with Cyberpunk 2077, so I don't pre-order shit, right? And I would argue I learned that lesson too late, because that was a fucking year ago. But anyways, so sure enough, I start looking at the tweets and the replies and all that stuff, and I realized that the oldest tweet at that time was like 5.5 hours old, or five hours old, right? Because they don't say like half. But I was like, what? I was a little confused because I thought, okay, well, this is the Rockstar support Twitter page, and somebody was like, oh, like this is ridiculous. I just went offline. How much longer till we get it back online? And the oldest reply was five hours ago. So I'm a little upset, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it'll be playable. I kept refreshing the page all night, but whatever. So then tomorrow happens, which is yesterday, right? The 12th. Um, and so on the 12th, I go and I work my another uh, full day of work. Let's just say. Um, and I get home and I am looking forward to playing GTA, right? And mind you, I had looked up the server status while I was at work, because they have this page, and I'll show it right here. And basically, when it's green, everything's working. When it's yellow, it's limited, and then when it's red, it's not working, right? And they have like different like GTA Online, Red Dead Online, blah blah blah. The launcher as well. So I saw that the launcher and the PC ports were still down, right? Because um you could tell right there on the page. So everything was still down, and it was like 1 or 2 p.m. I was taking lunch, and I was like, okay, well that sucks, but there's no way. I knew I was gonna work another late day, so I was like, there's no freaking way that when I get home, the launcher's still gonna be down. Like no way they would let more than 24 hours go by, and have it be down. Or well, it would technically was already 24 hours, but I was like, there's no way that when I get home it won't be working. So I get home, jump on my computer. I haven't checked in a couple hours. I didn't want to check. I wanted to get home and just see it for myself and see whether or not it was working by opening the Rockstar launcher. So I open the Rockstar launcher, and to my surprise, it launches. And I'm able to log in, and I'm like, great, this is awesome. I'm gonna buy Definitive Edition. I'm gonna stream this weekend, because again, I work a normal day job, so my streaming time mostly consists of the weekends when I'm not working, because I'm lucky enough to work Monday through Friday. So I go and I open the Rockstar launcher, and let me actually just show you guys really quick, right? Let's see, video review right here. Okay, so I'm gonna open up Rockstar Launcher so that you guys could see it right here, and ignore the Twitch setup. Right? I didn't really think I'd be recording a video this late, so I didn't think that I'd have to use anything. But anyways, Rockstar Launcher. So as you guys can see, can you guys see it? I don't think so. Uh, yeah, see, no, you guys can't fucking see it. Okay, great. Well, I guess I'll describe it because it's not letting me just show you guys. Basically, the Rockstar Launcher is set up, and I'll show a picture. Um, but you've got your games on your on this side, right? On your left hand side. Um, I put it this side because I'm recording and it's backwards, right? But you open it up, games are on the left hand side, and it says what's available to buy and what you have that it has scanned through your hard drive and SD cards, so that you can click on them and just get started, get playing, or you can buy a game. I didn't see GTA Definitive Edition under the available but not bought section, so I was like, okay, well that's weird. But they have a store tab too, so I clicked the store tab again. Mind you, this is after a full 24 hours of the launcher being down, finally back up, and now I'm not seeing the game listed. So I go to the store and I look around. And by the way, GTA or Rockstar has one of the shittiest fucking launchers out there. Like every other launcher gives you a little bit of like flair, you know, like news about the games or this or that. GTA launcher is as bare bones as you can fucking get. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I noticed that in the store page that shows all the games for sale, and I think the DLCs too. Maybe if they're no, yeah, yeah, of course they sell the shark cards there because they gotta keep making that GTA Online money. So you click on the store and nothing, no GTA Definitive Edition anywhere. So I think maybe it's a fluke, you know. So I go and I Google it, and sure enough, they pulled it because apparently some Holy Grail files were included in like the hardware or whatever the fuck. I don't know if it's like the hot coffee stuff. I've seen that in some articles too. The point is they pulled the fucking game from the store. Now that wouldn't be an issue for the people that already bought it, right? Because you think, oh, some people pre-ordered it, they already downloaded it, they have it in the system. Well, here's the issue with Rockstar Games and a lot of other fucking game companies and publishers. They use software, DRM software, basically, where if you don't have a launcher, you can't launch the fucking game. So I own Red Dead Redemption, GTA 4, GTA 5, and Max Payne 3, for that matter, right? So those are games that I like playing. Like I said, I'm a fan of Rockstar games. So if the launcher goes offline and I click those games from my Steam library, because I don't buy shit off the Rockstar launcher, right? I just go straight to Steam and I buy it there when it's available. If I try to open stuff from there, it will automatically try to open Rockstar Launcher because it needs that to verify that it's like a legit installation or something. I don't know. It needs that to verify that it's installed so I can fucking launch the game. Well, if you don't have that, or if you have the Rockstar Launcher and it's working, but now you can't, now the game's not listed on there, you can't launch the fucking game. So the only one reason I'm grateful is that I didn't pre-order it, because now I'm not stuck with an icon of GTA Definitive Edition on my desktop that's just taunting me to try to play it when I know that it's not gonna fucking launch because Rockstar decided to pull their fucking shitty game, which by the way, it is a shitty game. It is a shitty port because there's so many bugs and glitches. The textures, honestly, for a remaster for 2021 from a multi-billion-dollar company are fucking shit. Like modders do better than this. But of course, Rockstar would rather sue the modders and go and sell you a fucking shitty ass copy of what the modders could have made. I digress. The point is, if you bought the game and you pre-ordered it and you went the legal way about it, you didn't pirate it, you didn't bullshit it, you still got fucked. You paid $60 for three old ass games that, by the way, you can't get anymore because they pulled off Steam, they pulled off everywhere else. So now you're stuck with just these versions of the game unless you have files that aren't attached to Steam and such, already downloaded. Um, Otherwise you're stuck with the definitive edition, which you can't launch, which you paid $60 for. It's ridiculous. And when people had downloaded the game already and the launcher wasn't working, they couldn't even fucking open their game that they had played previously in that day, because apparently Rockstar deemed whatever the fuck is bad enough about it so horrible that they had to pull it from the store altogether. This is like the definitive way for a company to fuck its customers and its consumers and its loyal fans, right? And I see a lot of people defending Rockstar on the Twitter. Oh, you don't have a life. You can't just wait a couple days. And it's like, look, of course, I can wait a couple days. I'm not gonna die in like a week or 2 weeks or a month of waiting for this fucking game to launch. But the point is, I already waited for this game to launch, and thankfully I didn't. But a lot of people paid for this game when it launched, and they want to be able to play their game, right? So it's not that the people don't have a life. It's a lot of us are busy. We're not all kids who are 13 and want to play video games and have the time to play video games right after school for fucking hours with no responsibility. A lot of us are adults uh, who come home from working a long ass day, who want to play games. And for a company to spit in our faces so bad, and not even go into a lot of detail or depth about why or what's going on, and leaving it up to pretty much interpretation, is fucked up. Now, speaking of leaving it to interpretation, I'm going to show you guys one thing really quick that I saw earlier that kind of sketched me out a little bit, right? So let's look at that real quick. All right, so I thought I was on something else, but I'm not. But what I will do is I'll pull this on screen for you guys right here, right? So we can go over what I was talking about earlier. And I know by this point I would have shown you some tweets in the video, in post and editing. I'm just gonna show you this right here, and I don't know if you guys can see the time over here. No, you can't. But it's 11:45:46 right now, November 13th, 2021. Still nothing. Still no Still nothing about the game being on. The launch is online, but the GTA trilogy isn't available to play or purchase. Also, we remove files unintentionally included in these versions. We're sorry for the disruption. The only thing I can find out about what files they might be is the shit is the hot coffee bullshit, right? Which, by the way, if something caused controversy when you first released the game, you would think that you would make sure it was removed before you re fucking released it. What, 20 years later? But anyways, yeah, and I don't know. It's frustrating. We as consumers don't deserve getting fucked like this. We got screwed over by Rockstar, and again, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh yeah, no, let's boycott something, or let's not use this product or this service or blah blah blah. And I'm not even gonna say that about Rockstar, not this time at least, because I I enjoy their games, right? And I think they make great games when they actually put work into it. But I think this is bullshit, and I'm pissed about the whole ordeal because I think that we deserve better as consumers, as people that give them a shit ton of money, and they've just been dropping the ball on everything. Red Dead Online is fucking completely dead, and they don't address it. um, like whatever. I guess I'll see you guys when it comes out. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and go tweet at Rockstar and tell them to fix their shit, please. Alrighty, bye bye.